Greetings and various assorted salutations. This is the unit tour for U.S. History 2, and our new unit is Imperialism and World War I. Now this unit is going to be a bit different. It's going to be running a bit quicker. The timetable for it is a bit odd, and it's broken up by Thanksgiving turkey break. But let's dive into the checklist and get some clarifications at what we're getting ourselves into. Now, I've rebuilt the unit checklist format to be a bit more user-friendly. Given it's level 3, that might be appreciated. So now you can actually jump around to the different assignments in here, or you can go through the modules and do things this way. Do note that this only has the assignments. Things like lecture videos and resources like the Panama Canal are not in the unit checklist, but they are things you should look at. So, anyways, let's get into it. We'll start with the Virtual Student Notebook. As always, there hasn't been a whole lot of changes. You click here for your student copy. You should only make one copy of the Virtual Student Notebook. A lot of students have been getting a bit confused because they will accidentally make multiple copies. Remember that you can access your other copies in Google Drive. So once you've made your one copy that you need, you'll access it from Google Drive from now on. And this is what the notebook looks like. It's a wee bit different from previous notebooks. It's been simplified considerably because this unit's being run a bit differently, as you'll soon find out. The standard instructions are here. And then you've got all the resources here. You've got the textbook sections. They're PDFs, or you can access them via the virtual textbook. Instructions are up here. You've got my 2 lecture videos on Imperialism and World War I, American World War I. And then the online and offline glossaries, which are found in the student resources, are the other major tools. And then this is really just a terms list for simplification purposes. And then, of course, if you want, it's optional. Your notes are down here below. What I will be grading, as always, is the stuff that is in here, the assignment terms list. That's broken up by section. So that's what the Virtual Student Notebook looks like. It's been streamlined because this is a bit different. The first assignment you'll have coming up is the Yellow Journalism Source Analysis. Basically what you're doing is you're looking at the concept of yellow journalism. You've got some sources here, the copy of the student assignment, which works very much like the Virtual Student Notebook, where you'll make one copy and use it, is right here. And basically you're going to use these sources, which are posted below, or they're here, to answer some questions, and then you will turn in a Google document, as the instructions detail here. That'll be the first assignment due. On Friday the 13th, a fun little day, we'll have the Spanish-American War. The Spanish-American War activity is very much like the previous one. There's a video and some material that you will use to answer questions in the assignment that you'll get a copy from right here. That's the way this assignment works. Part of the reason for this is a very streamlined assignment style, which is perfect for level 3, incidentally. Though in the grand scheme of things, I actually built this course before level 3 was declared. So, yeah, well, being prepared. Anyways, the next thing, it's not an assignment, but it is available here, is on the Panama Canal. And what this will tell you about is why was it built, how was it built, what is it used for, and some modern applications and updates to it. And it's just a series of videos, and then there's a nice relaxing cruise ship going through the Panama Canal, which is kind of fun to watch. After that, we have a new type of assignment called the Banana Wars discussion. You'll notice on the checklist it's due on the 20th, so the Friday before break, turkey break. But what this is you're going to look at the Panama Canal materials. You're going to look at this map here and watch a short video on a series of conflicts called the Banana Wars. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, well, discuss this in the discussion section. Basically, when you're ready to hit your reply, you'll hit this button, you'll hit reply right here. and you'll address one of these two prompts to talk about it. And then when when a few people have posted, you go back in there and you reply to somebody else's post by addressing these concepts. And the idea behind this is we have a discussion about a kind of an odd historical moment called the Banana Wars. Now, it has a fun name at least. Be sure to keep your school posts polite. I will post instructions on how discussions work, a generic instruction set. I believe I already have that written. It's a YouTube video, but I will make sure that is included in this assignment for your help. But you need to do at least 2 posts, one original post and then a reply post. Do note that you will not be able to see anyone else's posts until after you've made your first post. So you can't reply without first having posted something. I just want to make sure that's clear. Going back into the checklist. It's due before the Banana Wars because, it takes some time to get a conversation going. But we will be jumping into World War I, looking at an assignment called the Main Causes. Basically, you're going to use some articles and information to fill out an assignment that looks at, okay, what are the main causes of World War I? What brought people together into a global conflict? That's what we're doing in this assignment here, and the resources for it are here. It's a Google Classroom. It's a Google assignment. Standard protocol applies. But the Great War lecture is here, and the Introduction to Imperialism lecture is here. And these are useful for doing the terms list, and this will be useful for some things coming up in World War I. But going back into the checklist, America Enters World War I is an assignment that is due before the break. It follows the exact same protocol as the other ones. You're going to use text, lecture video, perhaps the glossary, to answer some questions that look at why is America involved. The home front one, you will notice, is due after Turkey break on Tuesday. And what this has you doing is looking at some resources and then answering questions in the text box below. The instructions are detailed here. Ending the Great War is the same setup as the previous one. You're using resources to answer questions at the bottom of the page. Basically what you'll do is you'll hit Submit Assignment when you're ready to answer the questions. You'll get a box and you type in your answers there. You may submit a file or a Google Doc if you wish, but there is a text box, so you can use that option instead. But let's get back into the checklist. The unit assessment. This is where things change dramatically. Basically, instead of a test, you will be doing a project. And this project is detailed here. I'm going to put up a separate video so that this one doesn't run up too long. And also, I don't want you to overload it with information. But basically, this project will be available to you. And there'll be some resources to help you out with doing it. But you're doing a basically a lecture slide series on World War I. And we'll get into details more with that later in a separate video, because I just don't want to give you too much information all at once in these times. The due dates for that will be December 4th. So to kind of give you an overview of the calendar, we will be starting this new unit on Monday, which is November 9th. Our first assignment will be due on the 11th, and then we will just have a series of assignments due as we progress. And then the last thing that is due on December 4th is the virtual student notebook and the project, which will be detailed separately. In any case, I really hope this all helps. As always, please contact me if you have questions. Recall that at least at the start of this unit, we are at level 3, so it's of the utmost importance that you are working on these things and that you are reporting things in using the attendance checker. Please refer to the basic protocol, which is listed on the home page now. The home page actually now has a use to kind of guide you through this unit and, quite frankly, through this course. Because just because we're at level 3, just because everyone's remote, does not mean this course has stopped. Quite frankly, this course was built to run at level 3. It just so happens that we've been running at level 1 and level 2 up to this point. In any case, I do hope this helps, and until later.